What is up, everyone? It is Sunday. I've got all kinds of things going on right now, but I can also play some football, and I'm pretty excited about this one. We're going to go from 1958, now that my 1958 week one is finished. We're going to go to 1965. We're just going to work our way up through the decades here as we get back to 1989 week four. And I'm doing laundry. I got my washer right there, my dryer over there, so I'll be doing laundry. You might hear that. I hope you don't, but you might hear that. And it's the middle of the afternoon. I'm going to put some basketball on my TV. And let's see. We'll go with this one. Oh, it's a close game, too. Nice. And we're going to play some football. So we're going to play a fun one here in 1965. We've got the Baltimore Colts, led by one Mr. Johnny Unitas, hosting the Minnesota Vikings, led by one Mr. Fran Tarkington. So that'll be a fun little quarterback battle. I'm looking at the teams for the two rosters for these teams. I know a lot of the Baltimore Colts. I might have said Ravens. I might have said Orioles a minute ago. I meant Colts, so we're going to stick with Colts just in case I said that. I know Mr. Raymond Berry, and I know Mr. Lenny Moore. I know Alan Sandusky. I know John Mackey. I know a lot of these guys. This is a good offense here, and they're a 43 on offense. That's pretty impressive. They got 3 A receivers in Jimmy Orr, John Mackey, and Raymond Berry. Lenny Moore's a B. I'm not sure why, but he's a B this year. They got 2 running backs that are 4s. Lenny Moore's a 4, and then Jerry Hill is a 3. He's a fullback 3. Tom Maddie is another running back that I know. He's a halfback 3. A lot of good players here. And again, they're a 43. They're a 43 on offense, and they're actually a 37 on defense. Defense is a little above average. Minnesota, on the other hand, I don't really know their players. They got 2 running backs that are 4s, Bill Brown and Tommy Mason. I don't know them. They have Super Dave Osborne, probably not the same one. But they're led by Fran Tarkington. Looking forward to that. But on defense, unfortunately for the Vikings, this is pre-Purple People Eaters. I know Carl Eller and I know Jim Marshall, but they're a 32 on defense, which means when they're on defense, they're a minus 11. I haven't used the minus 11 more than once or twice, and you'll notice, let's just look and see here. Are there any C's? Yeah, there's 1, 2. There's only 2 times, 31 and 32, that they're going to put somebody in a C. And on the passing side, with the Colts having 3 A receivers, you're not going to see C very often at all on the passing side. So this is going to be interesting. My washer just got really loud, and I apologize. It's the only time I can play, so I got to kind of do all this stuff at the same time here. The Vikings, on the other hand, they're a 40 and a 40 against on the pass, and a 41 when they're on the rush on offense, and the Colts are only a 37 on defense. So I can't find my minus 4 card. I said that before. So we're going to go minus 3 for the Colts when they're on defense. So both offenses have an advantage here, but the Colts just have a much bigger advantage. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll see how much of this thing we can play. We are going to kick. Oh, one last thing. The Vikings are pretty much 50-50. I'm sorry, are 60-40. Yeah, they're 60-40. They run a lot more than they pass. And the Colts are... So they're 53-47. So I'll play it as 55-45. So a lot of running in this game. A lot of running, even though we got 2 really good quarterbacks. We're going to go a lot of running. So I've already flipped the coin. Baltimore will kick off. Minnesota will receive. So let's go ahead and get started here. Kicking off for Baltimore is going to be, let's see, Lou Michaels. Get him over here. Lou Michaels is our kicker and our kickoff guy. So let's go ahead and do it. 54 for Michaels. We're going to start off with a penalty. That'll be a 36. And it's going to go 44 yards. Taken by 04. So it is a very short kick. But we also have a TL. So let's check the penalty first. 63. And that's an 18. And that's going to be offside on the kicking team. So we're going to check this. It's a 44-yard kickoff. That's not great. For the Vikings... 04 is the center. Yeah, that's the center. That's Mick. Oh, you know what? Let me check. Actually, the kickoff return. I think the kickoff coverage is different. Oh, no, it's the same. 04. Yeah, it's the center. Okay. So we're going to go with Mick Tinglehoff as your return guy for for the Vikings. And I know that name. I used to have football cards of Mick Tingelhoff. There he is. Oh, he's a center 5. He's a good player. So he's got some single digit numbers there in some good places. So let's roll. A 43. That's a 32. And we're gonna have a 1 yard return. Oh no, I'm sorry. A 32. Yeah, we're gonna have we have an F1. Holy cow! So Mick Tingelhoff fumbles. Guys, this is all right. So let's just recap here. We have a 44-yard kick. We have a 5-yard penalty against the kicking team, but because it was a short kick, I wanted to check the return. Tingelhoff fumbles. So let's see who gets the fumble. I mean, first play, right out of the gate. First play is a lot of complications here. So we got a 64. That's going to be a 5-yard return by Tingelhoff. And then he fumbles, and it's picked up by D11. And D11 is so much to remember. My old brain. D11 is who's kickoff return. It's the defensive is the kicking team. And so it's going to be D11. And what we're probably going to do here is take the penalty and make him kick again. But let's just check. D11 is our kickoff specialist. So that's our kicking team, D11. I don't know what a kickoff specialist means. But let's do this. Oh, man, it would have been... You know what? We're going to go a 5-yard penalty against the kicking team. My brain hurts right now. And we're only one play in. So we're going to go 5 yards. It's against the Colts. 5 yards and 15 seconds. And, and it's going to be an offsides. That should back him up to the 30. And we're going to make him re-kick. Did that work? Yeah. All right, so we're going to re-kick. Oh, okay. All right, so we're back to Lou Michaels again. 51. That's a 23. And it's a 48-yard kick taken by 09. All right, so that's much better. 48, and it's Lou Michaels. 09 is going to be Lance Renzel of the Vikings. Don't know this guy. He's a wide receiver, too. He's also our backup punt returner and our primary kick returner. 14. Oh, no. 14, we have a 34. We have an F6. Oh, no, wait. 34 is F1. So another F1. Oh, my goodness. 2 straight plays, 2 straight F1s. This one might be a little easier to deal with. Let's see. 61. And it's going to be a 10-yard return, and the kicking team will recover this. So it's 10 yards for Renzel, and the Colts will recover. It is D4. 61. Yeah, it's 10 yards, and it's D4. So let's check the kickoff coverage unit again. Oh, my God. Oh. It's our tracker. That's a funny way to put it. A tracker. D4. Tracker, reserve cornerback, free safety, or strong safety. So let's just go through let's find the first non-starting defensive back that I can find. So let's see. He's a starter. Oh, yeah, he's a starter. DeBots. So let's see. Stonebreaker, Lyles. He starts. Logan, strong safety. All right, here we go. Welch. Okay, Welch is not a starter. Harris. Okay, so this is Jim Welch is our first non-starting defensive back. So he's going to be the one that recovers the fumble. 64 is a 20. And he is going to fall on the ball right there for no gain. And ouch, my brain hurts. The Colts will take over after all of that. 2 kickoffs, 2 F1s, a penalty. They will take over. 1st and 10 on the Vikings 32. And that is where they'll start their drive. Okay. All right, we're off and running now. All right, so the Colts were 55-45. So they're at 55. So we're going to go 1 through 11 are your run plays, and 12 through 20 are your pass plays. And so we're going to start with a long pass. So Johnny Unitas, not wasting any time at all, is going to go deep. And my dryer is spinning like a top. And my guess is you can hear it. And I apologize if you can't. So 44 44 on your defense. That'll be an AD. 51 for your receiver. That's going to be Lenny Moore. He's a B. So we're going to stay at AD. And it's going to be Johnny Unitas looking for his halfback, Lenny Moore. A 21. That's a 17, and that'll be incomplete. So Unitas to Moore. Incomplete. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. All right, a 6. That'll be an outside run. My washer is spinning so fast right now. They have a 66 on defense. That's good for a BD minus 11 card. It's a BD. Your running back is going to be Tony Lorick. He's a backup fullback, backup halfback, and he is an outside run guy. A 43. That's a 31, and we have 6 yards but a penalty. All right, let's check the penalty. Oh, an 11. That'll be on the defense. That's big. 31. That is unnecessary roughness. 15 yards from the gain and a 1st down. So Tony Lorick gets 6. And I haven't had a smooth play yet except for that incomplete long pass. 6. It's going to be a 15-second play because of the penalty. And then we're going to go 15 is going to be half the distance. So it's going to be a 13-yard penalty. It's going to be an automatic 1st down on the Vikings. And it was unnecessary roughness. Yep. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Colts at the 13-yard line. I think the Colts won this game big in real life. Oops. All right, I'm back. Took a little break there. I don't know if you guys could hear the washer, but it was driving me insane. So it's done, which is good. And we're only a few minutes in here, so that's good. If you fast forwarded to this part because you skipped, I'm with you on that. We had a couple of wacky kickoffs turned into a fumble for the Vikings, and the Colts recovered it. They had a penalty, a couple plays, and they're at 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 now on the Vikings 13. That's where we sit. So, all right, they are a 55-45 run team. So again, 1 through 11 is going to be run on either of the two 20-sided dice I use. So we're going to start off with a 17. That'll be a short pass. So Unitas is going to put it up. All right. 14 on your defense is an AG. Yikes. 41 is going to be Raymond Berry, and he's an A. So it's going to be AG on the short pass from Unitas to Berry. In real life, Baltimore won this game pretty big. I don't know what the score was. It was like 31-14, something like that. I kind of expect the same to happen here. 14 for Unitas is a 31, and we have an incomplete pass. We have another penalty. This is the 3rd penalty now in like 5 plays. 46. That's a 7. That's going to be holding on the offense, and that's going to send Baltimore back 10 yards. That's too bad. I've rolled 54 and 14 so many times. All right, 1st and 20 now, back on the 23 for Baltimore. We'll stay standard on 1st down. And we're going to get an inside run. All right, 13 on your defense. That's going to be a BS. 46, that'll be Tom Maddie. So we're going to go BS for Tom Maddie. I'm assuming it's Maddie, M-A-T-T-E. That's what I've heard in the past. M-A-T, Maddie. I don't know. We'll go with that. He's a halfback 3. He's also a backup quarterback. He's a quarterback 2. That's interesting. All right, 22. That's pretty good. That's a 16. And he's going to get 7 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 13 now. And we will go, let's go standard again. And we're going to get an inside run again. This time we have a 14. That's going to be an AD. And in case you missed me showing you this card earlier, this is the Vikings defensive card here, a -11. That is, I've never played with anything higher than -11 before. I think I played with it once or twice in the 58 game, or 58 card set. Look at this. There's only 2 C's at 31 and 32. We're going to be in the A and the B a lot in this game for Baltimore. And on passing, we're going to be in the A even more because they've got 3 receivers who are taking up more than 50% of the dice rolls that are A's. So this could be a pretty big offensive game for Baltimore, depending on what the dice allow me to do here. 64. 64 is that'll be Lorick again, or Lorick for the first time. Oh no, wait, he had the first carry, so that'll be Lorick. Yeah, and he is going to go 14. What did I say that was? AD. So Lorick against a pass defense. So Minnesota's expecting the pass. They're going to run it up the middle. A 55. That's a 15, and Lorick's going to go for 12 more and make it 3rd and 1. So Lorick makes it 3rd and 1 on the 4-yard line. We're going to stay with a standard offense here. All passes are short passes. And we are going to get an outside run. So Baltimore turning to the run here. 36 on your defense is a BS. 43. 43 is going to be Lenny Moore. And he is, let's see. Yeah, he can run outside. All right, so Lenny Moore. In fact, I think he's only outside. Yeah. Okay, so Lenny Moore on the outside run. Another 54 against a BS. 54 for Lenny Moore is a 35. He's going to get 1 yard. That'll be the first down, but we have a penalty again at TE this time. A 61, and that is going to be... That's a delay game on the offense, so they never got the playoff there. So we'll go, let's see, penalty. That's going to be Baltimore's 3rd penalty. Delay a game about the first 3 minutes of this thing. All right. 3rd and 6 now, back on the 9-yard line. We'll go short pass heavy, and again, short pass is all I got. So 53 on your defense. That's a BS. 35 is going to be Raymond Berry. He's an A, so we're going to make this an AS. And we're going to go Unitas to Berry. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's no need in even looking at the board for this because an 11 for Unitas is a 1. So is 66. A 1 is a touchdown pretty much everywhere. So we verify that is a touchdown. So he is going to hit Raymond Berry for a 9-yard touchdown pass. They are going to capitalize on that turnover. And Baltimore's going to go up 6-0. 12:15 to go still in the first quarter. Bring out Sweet Lou Michaels to kick. Another penalty, 54. It's a 36. That's a good TM. Let's check the penalty. 32. That's going to be on the offense. That is going to be an illegal formation. We're going to back him up 5 yards again. Make him kick the extra point again. This time we'll use the 0 or the 1 to 10 field goal column. And it's going to be a 24-yard extra point for Lou Michaels. 42. 42 is an 18, and an 18 is good. Yeah. And it's going to be 7-0 Colts on a touchdown pass from Unitas to Raymond Berry. Probably something they heard a lot back in the 60s. Let's kick it off. 60. The dice rolls are amazing. It's either penalty or doubles. 66 for Lou Michaels is a 2. And he is going to kick that 1 yard deep into the end zone. And I'll roll to see if we return it. 1 through 11 will be a touchback. It is a 3, so it will be a touchback. And that would have been Alvin Haymond. Oh, he's not even on here. Oh, wrong team. Lance Renzel. There he is. And he's going to take the touchback. And the Vikings now start 1st and 10 on their own 20. And again, they are a 60-40 running versus pass. So the runs will be 1 through 6 and 7 through 12. And they are going to start with a short pass. All right. So Tarkington is going to air it out on the first play, or he's going to at least take a drop back and maybe air it out. 32 on your defense is a CG. And 42, that is Tom Hall, and he is a C. I don't know who he is. He must be a wide receiver. But he's a C, so we'll stay at CG. So Tarkington looking for Tom Hall. A 13, that's a 17, and that is going to be complete, but no gain on the play. Throws it to the line of scrimmage, and Hall pulls it in and just gets hit right there. Whoops, I totally did that wrong. Yes, pass. Tarkington to Hall is complete for 0 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Vikings. And let's go standard offense. And it's a 7. That'll be an outside run. Okay, 42. Again, they have 2 running backs. Both of them are 4s. And that's going to be Tommy Mason. He's a halfback 4. 56 on your defense is an AS. So Tommy Mason going to take the outside run. 22 for Mason. That's a 15. And he is going to go 24 yards before getting tackled in the back in the, what do you call it? The deep, where the defensive backs hang out, whatever that's called. So that's going to be Mason. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 44 now for the Vikings. And we are going to go short pass. All right, a 16 and a 25. A 25 is an AD. And a 16 is going to be Paul Flatley. So Paul Flatley is the starting wide receiver. He's an EB4, so he's a wide receiver 4. He's an A6 or 5. Yeah, 5. So he looks like a pretty good player. Again, I've never heard of him. Some of their players, man, Gordy Smith. I think I've heard of Gordy Smith. He's a tight end. And then their other starting receiver, it's Tom Hall. Okay, so he's an EB3. And he's a C2. I mean, when you have a C at your other starting receiver, your offensive options aren't that great. But this is going to be Paul Flatley, and he's an A. So we'll stay at AD. So Tarkington looking for Flatley. A 23 for Tarkington. That's a 28. He's going to get sacked. He's only going to lose a yard on the sack, but he is going to get taken down in the backfield by somebody on the Colts defense. Let's see who. And that's going to be Dennis Gabatz. It's a great name, by the way. Gabatz. Where's he at? There he is. Middle linebacker 3. W1 QS4. Went to LSU. And he's going to be 85 years old. Oh, look at that. I know somebody else with that birthday. There you go. All right. So Gabatz gets him for the sack. And that is a 30-second play. And it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. And we'll stay standard. And we're going to go medium pass this time. So Tarkington, getting a little impatient. Saw his counterpart there, Unitas, get a touchdown, and now he wants one. So 12 on your defense is a CG. 22, that's going to be back to Flatley. So we'll go BG here. We'll go Tarkington to Flatley. A 35, that'll be a 15. Oh, that's incomplete. A 15 at 35. Wow, his passing card is not great, actually. 35 is a 15. That is surprising. That's going to be incomplete. So Tarkington with the miss. And it'll be 3rd down and 11 now. We'll go medium pass heavy, and we will get a short pass. Okay, a 54. That'll be Hal Bledsoe. He's a C. 44 on your defense is an AD. We're going to make it a BD. We're looking for Tarkington to Hal Bledsoe. Whoa. And we get a 55. That's a 7. That'll be complete for 10 yards, and it's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. What to do here? Holy cow. I mean, you're at you cross the 50. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's run a big play. Let's bring out all the big guys, and we'll run the ball here. So we're going to go with a 16. That'll be an outside run. All right, 55, 24. So 55 is going to be, it's Tarkington. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's run a quarterback sneak then. Here's your quarterback sneak chart. Let's see. Here's your quarterback sneak chart. So, what do we got here? Tarkington. We rolled a 24 for the defense, and a 24 is going to be a BS. So we're just going to call it an S. We're going to use the S chart for this QB sneak. So let's see what Tarkington can do. A 65. Oh, it's a 25, and a 25 is no gain. Even on the custom quarterback sneak chart, 25 is zeros all the way across the board. And that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Vikings. So Tarkington tries to get it, unable to, and the Vikings are going to turn the ball over. And Baltimore. I keep saying Indianapolis. Or I keep saying Baltimore Ravens or Indianapolis Colts. Baltimore Colts. I forgot the moving van hasn't come yet in the middle of the night. All right, so back to Baltimore. And we'll go standard offense. And for them, 16 is going to be a short pass. Lots of sixes. 64. That'll be a BS. 63. And that'll be Willie Richardson. Willie Richardson is a wide receiver 2. He's a C1. So that BS just became a CS. So we'll go Unitas looking for Willie Richardson. A 36, that's a 16, and that is incomplete. So Unitas misses Willie Richardson. We'll make it second down and 10 at their own 47. We'll stay standard. And we'll go short pass again. All right. 43 on the defense. Yikes, that's an AG. And 35 is Raymond Berry. So Raymond Berry against an AG. Last time we did that, it was a touchdown. A 63, and that's a 30. And Unitas is going to scramble around, and he is not going to be able to get out of the grasp of the Vikings. He's going to get sacked. It's a 9-yard loss. Big play here. 35. 35 is, it's Jim Marshall. He of running the wrong way fame. But this time, he's going to make a great play. He'll get the sack. And that'll make it 3rd and 19 now. Back at the 38 for the Colts. And we'll go medium pass heavy. And we will get a short pass. 14, that's an AG. 34. 34, back to Raymond Berry. Holy cow, another target for him. So we're going to stay at AG, short pass. 34. 34 is a 35. That's a 10-yard completion, but we have a penalty. Let's check it. 65, that's a 21. And that is going to be offensive pass interference on the Colts. And you know what? They're going to decline. The Vikings are going to decline that. Give them the 10-yard completion. And make it 4th down. And it'll be 4th and 9 at their own 48. And they will bring out Tom Gilberg to do the punting. Gilberg, another 63. That's a 29. No, that's a 23. And that is a very poor punt. It is 33 yards taken by D10. So Gilberg for 33. Taken by D10. D10 is going to be Tommy Mason. Another halfback 4. Wow, they have 3. Oh, that's the same guy. Okay. So we got Tommy Mason card and a Tommy. That's the first time I noticed that. A Tommy Mason card and a Tommy Mason card. He's our punt returner. All right, a 15 for Mason is 22. And he's going to get 4 yards on the return. And Minnesota will start 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Down 7-0. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Keep it going here. And it is oh man, Tarkington. You know what? Unitas has gone long. Tarkington hasn't gone long yet, so we'll do this one. All right, so he's going to go deep. He's going to run around behind the line of scrimmage. Try to get a pass off. 14, it's going to go to Flatley. Flatley's an A. 55 is an AD, so that's where we're going to stay, AD. We're going to go Tarkington to Flatley. A 56. Oh, it's a 24. And that pass is going to be intercepted. W71. So who gets it for let's roll for the interception first. 24. It's a 36-yard pass. Intercepting it for the Colts is going to be Steve Stonebreaker. So 36. So we'll go pass. Tarkington looking for his number 1 Flatley. 36 yards. It's going to be picked off. And it's going to be picked off at the 41-yard line for the Colts. And it's going to be Steve Stonebreaker. It's a great name. And he is a starting outside linebacker. There he is. He's a linebacker 3. He's also a tight end. No wonder you can catch it. Detroit Mercy. I've been to that college before. W1, QS2. 42 on the return is a 25. So he'll get nothing on the return. But the Colts will take over. Another turnover gives them the ball here. And we will go standard offense for the Colts. And I'm not going long again. There we go. 12. So 12 for the Colts. That'll be a short pass. 43 on the defense. That's an AG, I'm sure. Yep. 65. That is someone by the name of Butch Wilson. Boy, we're hitting all the good ones here. Butch Wilson. He's a backup tight end. He's a C1, ET2. Went to Alabama. I'm sure he's going to be happy with the results of the game that I just announced. Florida. Alabama was yesterday. All right, so we're going to go AG, Unitas to Butch Wilson. A 21 is a 17, and that is going to be complete. And Butch Wilson's going to get 2 yards on the reception. And that'll make it 2nd down and 8 now at the 43 for Baltimore. And we're going to stay with that short pass. 65, that's an AS. 36, back to Raymond Berry. So we're going to stay at AS. Unitas looking for his receiver there. 36, 16. That'll be complete for 3 yards. So Unitas to Berry. I got to try to find highlights of this game. All right, 3rd and 5 now on the 46. We'll stay short pass heavy this time. And we will get a short pass. 3rd straight passing play here. All right, we're going to get a 51. That's an AD. 46. That'll be Lenny Moore. He's a B. So we'll stay at AD. And Unitas is going to look for Lenny Moore. 51. 51's a 7. That'll be complete for 13 yards and a first down. So Unitas hits Lenny Moore for 13. And that's going to be a first down. The Colts get to the other side of the 50. Minnesota's 41-yard line. And I can't seem to roll a short pass or a run play here, but it's all right. Stay with that short pass. 16 is an AS. 51 this time is back to Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore's a B. It's so funny. There's 36 dice rolls. You look at the Colts' top 4 guys, they have 30 of the 36 dice rolls. No, 51. So that would be 24. 25 of the 36 dice rolls. And the 3 of them are A's, and then Lenny Moore's a B. So there's going to be a lot of completed passes, I think, for Unitas. So 52 is Lenny Moore. He's a B. 16's an AS, so we'll stay at AS. We'll go Unitas to Lenny Moore. A 24. That's a 17, and that's complete, but no gain. So Unitas hits Lenny Moore for no gain, and it's going to be second down and 10. Stay standard. We're going to get an inside run. There's your running play. 65 on the defense. 42 is going to be Tom. It's going to be Lenny Moore. So Lenny Moore going to take the run here. He's an outside run guy. Yeah, I'm going to flip to outside run. And 65 is an AS. So we'll stay there. So it's going to be Lenny Moore on the outside run, taking the pitch. A 55, that's a 7. And that's good for 10 yards, and that's another first down. And right now, they're not able to stop the Colts. They got that one sack that really helped out. But other than that, Colts are doing everything they want to do here on offense. First and 10 now, down to the 31. We're going to go short pass. Oh, no, we're at the 31, so we're still using this board. $51 on your defense is an AD. 64, that'll be Willie Richardson again. He's a C, so we'll make it BD. So we're going to go Unitas to Willie Richardson. A 26, another 17. This one's going to be incomplete, though. So Unitas is going to miss Richardson. And it's going to be second down and 10 now, back at the 30. The Vikings 31. 15, we're staying with this short pass. 13, 45. So 45 is going to be Lenny Moore. He's a B. 13's a BS, and that's where we'll stay. 55, that's going to be a 5. And that is going to be 13 yards, and Lenny Moore's going to get pushed out of bounds. God, this had to be a fun offense to watch. First and 10 now on the 18. Oh, let's see. Standard offense here. I still have medium pass. And it's going to be an outside run. So 14, that'll be Jerry Hill. No relation. That's his first carry of the game, and he's their number 1 back. 35 in your defense is a BS. So Jerry Hill. Ooh, a 32. Ugh. A 25. That is no gain. That'll make it second. They've had a lot of second and 10s on this drive. And 4:15 to go now in the first quarter. We kind of settled down a little bit here with the team actually getting a drive. And we're going to go back to the pass. All right, 44. That'll be back to Lenny Moore now. It was all Raymond Berry. Now it's all Lenny Moore. He's a B. 21 is an AS. We're going to go Unitas to Moore. Oh, an 11. And you know what that is? That's a 1. And Unitas hits him for 18 yards, and that is a touchdown. So that's going to make it 13-0. 4 minutes to go. 44 on your extra point is going to be a 5. That'll be good. And the Colts go up 14-0 over the Vikings. And let's kick it off. 36 for Michaels is a 23. 23 is 51.09. Not a great kick. And it's going to be taken by Rensel again. Lance Rensel. Oh, a 23. Come on now. That's a 31. And we have a rare play 14. We have an RP 14. All right. What do we got here? There it is. Rare play 14. Let's see what we got. An 8. Returner receives kick near sideline. Unintentionally steps out of bounds immediately at the spot he received the kick. So that is no gain on the return. And he is going to step out of bounds at the 14. And that's where Minnesota starts their drive. 1st and 10 back at their 14. And let's go standard for Minnesota. We got 3:45 left in this quarter. And it's going to be a 9. A 9 is going to be an outside run. $56. Tarkington. He's going to take it, and he's an outside run guy. Okay. 51. 51 on the defense is an AG. So Tarkington's going to take a little quarterback sweep here. A 26. It's a 21. And he will pick up 2 yards on the run. Yeah, Tarkington ran the ball a lot this season. That's why I included him with the running backs. I normally don't do that. But if a quarterback runs the ball 40, 50, 60 times, I doubt he's scrambling that much. So I include them with the running backs. Let's go standard again. And we're going to get an inside run this time. All right, a 13. That'll be Billy Brown. And 42 is going to be a CS. So Bill Brown, the fullback, is going to take this carry. A 22 for Brown. That is a 6. Oh, that is a 15. And that is a 12-yard gain, and that'll be a first down for the Vikings. So Bill Brown gets 12. And that'll make it 1st and 10 on the 28 for Minnesota. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not going long. I already did that. I don't want to do that. We'll wait till the second half to do that again. 12 will be a short. No, 12 is an outside run. There's 60-40, right? Yes, that's an outside run. 52. Are we back to Tarkington? No, we're at Phil King. And who is Phil King? There he is. He is a fullback, halfback 3. 62. 62 is an AS. Like, take a look at Phil King real quick here. He's just your simple 3. Nothing special about him here. He's a fullback and a halfback. He's also a third-string kick returner, and he went to Vanderbilt. And there you go. All right. So Phil King against an AS. A 64. That's a 17. And he's going to get 9. The Vikings suddenly running the ball a little bit here. 2:15 to go, first quarter. And we've got a 6. That'll be an inside run. All right, 53, 62. So 62 is an AS. And 53 will back to Phil King against an AS. All right, King. A 56 this time. That's a 24. He'll get 2. That'll make it 1st and 10. Wait, was that? Oh, yeah, it was 2nd and 1, wasn't it? So that's a first down. Okay, 1st and 10 now on the 39 for Minnesota. And And stick with that standard offense. We're gonna go medium pass now. Let's see if did they run the ball a whole bunch of times to try to set up the pass. Let's see. 55. 36 is a BS. 55 is Billy Ray Barnes. So Billy Ray Barnes. I think in the last one I had a Billy Ray. Or if it was actually it might have been the same Billy Ray. Hang on. Philadelphia, I think. 1958 Philadelphia. This is the game I played last was with them. And they got Billy Ray Barnes. Is it the same one? Oh, he's a halfback. Is it a different one? Where's he at? Billy Ray Barnes. He's a wide receiver. Is he here? Oh, there he is. It's the same one. Oh, yeah. Interesting. So, look at this. This is the 1958 Philadelphia Billy Ray Barnes, where he's a halfback, fullback 3. And we've got the 1965, same one. You can see the date of birth and the colleges are the same. He's a halfback 2 now. So he's kind of on his way down here. So I've got Billy Ray Barnes in 2 straight games. Nice. I'll have to see who he's playing for in 1972. Probably no one. All right. Okay, so that was Billy Ray Barnes. He's our receiver. He's a C. 36 was a BS. We'll make it a CS. We're going to go Tarkington looking for Billy Ray Barnes. It's a 64. That's a 17. And that is incomplete. All right. 2nd down and 10 now on the 39 for Minnesota. 1. We're going to go inside run. All right. 53. 53 back to Phil King. Let's do this. Let's move you there. Let's put you there and you there. Back to Phil King. 11 on the defense. That's a BG. Phil King up the middle. A 14. And it's a 14. And it's a 4-yard gain. Ooh, that's a scary fumble number. But in this case, it's a 4-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Vikes. Back on the 43. Minute to go in this quarter. All right, a 16. That'll be a short pass. A 15. That's going to be Flatley. He's an A. 22 on the defense is a BD. Let's make it an AD. And it's going to be Tarkington looking for his number 1 receiver. A 21. He's going to miss him again. That's an 18. That is incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Minnesota struggling on offense here. 4th and 6 back at their 43. Bring out Bobby Walden to punt. 53 for Walden. It's a 6. I bet that's a, I don't know. I'm going to go with 48 D10. Let's just see if I can remember that one. All right, so 6 is 48 D10. Look at that. That's what happens when you play with these earlier seasons and you punt all the time. You start to remember them. All right, so Walden goes 48 D10. Underneath it is going to be Alvin Hammond of the Colts. He's actually going to catch it on his own 9. 36 is a 26. And he's going to lose a yard. So not very good field position for the Colts to start off here. Alvin Hammond, not Hammond. Hammond. All right, flip back over to the Colts here. We'll call it 1st and 10 on the 8. 30 seconds to go. This could be the last play of the quarter. And we get a medium pass. So Unitas trying to dig himself out of his own field position there with with one play. 56 is going to be Tony Lorick. He's a C. 52 is a BG. We'll make it a CG. So we're going to go Unitas to Lorick. A 24. That's a 17, and that is incomplete. Unitas misses his running back. It's going to be 2nd and 10 back on the 8. So now this will be the last play of the quarter. And it will be a 6, and that will be an outside run. All right, 22. 22 is going to be an AG. 31, that'll be Jerry Hill. So Jerry Hill against an AG. A 23. Yikes, that's a 28. He's going to lose yards. He's going to knock backwards. He's going to lose 2. And it's going to set up the Colts. 3rd and 12. Way back deep in their own territory there. And that will be the end of the quarter. Colts lead 14-0. Let's finish this drive, and I think I'm going to have to call it a video today. Just not a lot of time today. Got stuck doing something earlier I didn't expect, and it just kind of threw my whole day off. So let's go ahead and go 3rd and 12. Let's go medium pass heavy. And it's going to be a medium pass. All right, 51. The 51 is Lenny Moore. He's a B. 51 defense is an AD. So we'll go to AD, 2nd quarter. 31 for Unitas. That's an 8, and that is going to be complete for 14 yards. And Unitas digs him out of the hole with a great pass to Lenny Moore. And that'll make it 1st and 10 up to the 20-yard line now. We'll go back to standard offense here. And we're going to get a 15. That is a short pass. All right. 16 on your defense is an AS. 16 on your play is going to be Jimmy Orr. I don't think I've said his name yet today. He is their number 1 receiver. And he is an EB5. I mean, he's a good player. He's an A5, EB5. Yeah. Went to Georgia. And he's an A. So that defense was what? AS, so we'll stay at AS. So we'll go Unitas to Jimmy Orr on the short pass. 61. That'll be a 14. And we have a 7-yard completion, and Jimmy Orr is going to run out of bounds to avoid getting hit. All right. 2nd and 3 now on the 27. And we get a 3. That'll be an inside run. (21) 65. 65 is Tony Lorick. And again, he's a halfback, fullback 2. He's a backup. 21 on your defense is an AS. So Lorick on the inside run. A 35. That's a 17. And that'll be 8 yards and a 1st down. So again, the Colts just kind of doing what they want here. Let's see. Unitas 10 of 14 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. Tarkington 2 of 6 for 10 and only 1 and an interception. That's your biggest difference right there. And we're going to go back to the short pass. (62) on your defense is AS. 53. 53 will be Tom Maddie. He's a C, so make it BS. We're going to Unitas to Tom Maddie. A 32. Oh, no, that's a 24. And Unitas makes a mistake, and that pass is tipped up in the air, and it is picked off. W58. All right, I spoke too soon on that. 32. And it's going to be a 16-yard pass play. It's going to be intercepted. Getting the interception for Minnesota at the 49 is Ed Sharachman. It's a great name. Sharachman. Let's find him here. Is he a starter? Yeah, he's a starting cornerback. There he is. Sharrock Man. W6. Cornerback 3, but W6 is good. Look at those numbers right there. I see a 1 at 11, 33, and 66. So let's see what happens. We had a 1 out of 12 chance of a touchdown. Oh, 21. Didn't get it. That's a 13. And 13, and he is going to get 15 yards on the return. And Minnesota is going to have really, really good field position here. So that is Sharrock Man. There he is. And he gets 15. Is that what I said? Yep, 15. And they're going to start 1st and 10 on the Colts 36 after a mistake by Unitas. Playing so well up till there. All right, a 10 for Minnesota. That's going to be an outside run. Oops. An 11. That'll be Bill Brown. 52 or 42. 42 is a CS. So Bill Brown on the outside run against a CS. A 65 for Brown. 65 is an awful number. Again, all those small straights are terrible numbers. 65 is a 24, and he will lose 2 yards on the play. And Bill Brown immediately just going backwards. Minnesota really just needs a good play, so, on offense. Something to gain some yards. I mean, they have 51 yards rushing. It's not bad, but Tarkington hasn't done anything. There's a short pass. All right, 23, 14. 23 is Gordy Smith. He's a B. Who is Gordy Smith? Is he a tight end? Yeah, he's at starting tight end. There he is. He's an ET3, BC2, starting tight end out of Missouri. Okay. All right, so 14 on the defense. That's an AG. So we're going to stay at AG. So that's a good defense to pass against, an AG. So Tarkington to Gordy Smith, the tight end. A 66. That's a 2. And we have a 38-yard touchdown pass from Fran Tarkington to Gordy Smith. And I just said it. They needed to do something, and that is big. And it's going to be 14-6. Let's kick the extra point with Fred Cox. 53 is, it's a 19. I think a 19 is good. I think 18 and 19 are both good for a while. And yes. And that'll make it 14-7. So just like that, Minnesota gets back into the game. And I'm going to call it a game right there. I'm going to call it a video, I mean. Thanks for joining me. I will be back soon to keep playing. I'm not going to let this sit for a while. I just got other things I got to do today. So I will talk to you all later. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, comment, whatever. And I'll talk to you next time. See ya.